Good afternoon, I'm Raine Musñgi. This is Newsfeed. Philippine shares end the week in the red as traders continue to express fears over U.S. President-elect Donald Trump's policies, particularly on trade. The benchmark index fell nearly 0.4%, closing at 6613. Among the sectoral indices, services was the biggest loser, declining 1.81%. Total value turnover was at 5.8 billion pesos, advancers beating decliners 101 to 80. ICTSI contributed the most to the index decline, decreasing 3.9%. Bilyonaryo lands Gokongwei, expressing confidence in the country's economy under the leadership of President Bongbong Marcos. The president led the inauguration of the new flour milling plant of Universal Robina Corporation in Sariaya, Quezon. There, Gokongwei highlighted the company's expansion as a testament to the strength of the Philippine economy. URC's Sariaya plant will be operational by January 2025. It will have an annual production capacity of 297,000 metric tons of flour and will employ over 100 workers.
This 5.4 billion peso investment is an affirmation of our confidence in our economy and the conducive investment climate created in our country by our dear President. It's also a concrete manifestation of our steadfast support to improving our nation's food securities, fully aligning to the priorities of His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Secretary Kiko Tiu Laurel to enhance agricultural productivity and strengthening the grain sector.
GCash said to be planning a record IPO next year. Bloomberg reports the country's biggest fintech platform is inviting banks to pitch for an IPO to potentially raise up to $1.5 billion. GCash aims to list in the second half of 2025. If successful, this could become the largest IPO in Philippine history, exceeding Mondanison's $1 billion offering in 2021. U.S. President Joe Biden warns his successor's plan to impose tariff on Mexico and Canada will screw up America's relationships with its closest allies. Biden says he hopes President-elect Donald Trump will reconsider his plan. Trump has announced he will impose tariffs on Canada and Mexico until both countries take stronger action to curb drugs and migrants crossing the border.
I think it's a counterproductive thing to do. You know, look, one of the things you've heard me say before that we have an unusual situation in America. We're surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and two allies, Mexico and Canada. And the last thing we need to do is begin to screw up those relationships. I think we've got them in a good place.
Well, Donald Trump dines with Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg at his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida. Zuckerberg was reportedly invited for dinner with the president-elect and other members of his team to talk about the incoming administration. This follows a rocky relationship between the two men. Trump was kicked off Facebook following the January 6th Capitol attack in 2021. His account on the social media platform was restored early 2023. And before we go, here are today's market winners and losers. And those are the news this hour. I'm Raine Musñgi. Stay tuned to BNC on Free TV, Channel 31, Channel 24 on Cignal, and on our website, bnc.ph. Thanks for watching.